Your nervous system is stuck and it's hijacking your creativity. So the way out is not at all what you think, and I want you to stay with me here because this can be so transformative and could change the way that you create forever. So in this video I want to break down the truth about laziness. I want to get into your nervous system and how creativity lives in the body. And then I want to talk about embodied creativity and how to express your way to a more alive creative state. So if you're new here, my name's Kev. I'm an award-winning furniture designer, and I help ambitious creatives design and build aligned businesses from the inside out. So let's talk about laziness, right? I mean, it's not hard to look around culture and see that there's a lot of laziness. I would even say that busyness is a form of laziness because it's not actually driving the needle in the ways that people want their lives to unfold. We're busy for busy's sake. So laziness isn't the real issue. It's the outermost symptom that has a deeper root cause, right? In the same way that creativity isn't about forcing yourself to do more, because there's a reason why if you have to force yourself to do something, right, there's something deeper happening. Why aren't you doing it in the first place? So it's about learning how to be in the right state to create and learning what creates your state. Introducing the nervous system, so the nervous system is so interconnected to your creativity. When you feel overwhelmed, your body is going to go into some state of dysregulation. Laziness can be a form of what's called the dorsal response. It's freeze. It's just immobilizing. It's numb yourself, distract yourself, don't actually make a decision, don't actually do anything meaningful. So it's not necessarily laziness, it's your body protecting itself because your body deems that it can't win the fight that's happening, but the fight is pretty self-induced, right? Your brain is tricked into being in survival, not creativity, because we have so much information that's overloading our systems. We have so many analyses running, compounding in our mind at any given time that our brain has no choice but to say, fuck, I'm in survival. Our body has a physiological response through our nervous system, so we stay stuck. Energy is stuck in our body. So how could you possibly be inspired to create if your nervous system is stuck in freeze? And so I want to reiterate that this is a natural and normal. You're not broken. You just need to learn how to reconnect to the body. Because, secondly, creativity truly lives in the body. This is sort of the core essence of what it means to really become an embodied creative and to really deepen your gift giving of your creativity to the world so that you can have more impact, create more abundance, and really feel fulfilled in the work that you do. Your best ideas never come from thinking harder, right? They come from feeling, being attuned to yourself, connected to your intuition, and moving your body, In the same way that people are always saying, your best ideas come when you're on a walk, you're showering, or you're just present and looking out the window or something like that. It's because you're getting out of your mind and you're in your body. You're moving energy. You're allowing your nervous system to come out of its dysregulated state by the constant looping and looping and looping of stories of survival. And you're able to relax and rest and digest for a second, allowing spaciousness for your body to be more open and receptive to flow creative energy through it, There's a huge discrepancy between information and embodiment. So we think that creativity is all about knowing more, about learning more mentally, consuming information. That the more content we consume about creativity, the better our work's going to become, the more creative we're going to feel. But often, doesn't actually help us meaningfully create more. And it's not about needing more knowledge. And I would even argue that that's not true knowledge. It's like we have to move the knowledge through us. We have to embody the knowledge for it to become wisdom. I like to say that wisdom is knowledge embodied. It's not real until it lives as muscle inside of you. So anytime we feel tension, we're really frozen, right? There's stuck energy in our body, and creativity can't flow through that. And that's a product of our nervous system being hijacked by how speedy and dysregulated the world around us is, you know? So there has to become a moment where we consciously say, fuck, enough. Like, I'm not going to keep gathering information. I'm not going to keep... My crutch is YouTube. I love YouTube. This is YouTube, right? But it's like, do I really need to watch that video right now? Like, do I really need, or if you're someone who uses the other short-term things, do I really need to just doom scroll right now? Do I really need to read the same blog post every single day? Whatever it is. Like, I encourage you to get out of your mind, to get out of things that draw you into your mind, like technology, and focus on moving your body or attuning to your body, however that looks, you know? So this is the big shift that I'm talking about that helps you become more embodied in your creativity. To get unstuck, we have to go from forcing our ideas to feeling through. And by separating from the force that we've become accustomed to get our ideas out, it's gonna feel awkward because we're so used to the speediness, we're so used to the consumption, we're so used to seeing all the content, all of that, that makes us feel more creative because we are near creativity or we think we're learning. And I want to call bullshit on this idea, and I would just want to give you the tried and true practices to get you in your body. Movement, breath work, any sort of sensory reset, and just fucking play, right? One of my favorite practices that really helps me get into my creative state is what I call the 3-song dance party. Cue up 3 songs and dance. Move your body, make silly sounds, do whatever the heck you gotta do to really get in your body, because just that, 10, 15 minutes of spaciousness out of your mind and into movement allows creativity to start to move through your system. It allows your nervous system to switch states, right? So that you can have space for higher functions, like being inspired, like channeling downloads of creative energy that are going to try to move through you because they deem you worthy. And then things like breath work, which I'm a huge fan of, that you can practice multiple times throughout the day. Just bring some attunement to your breath and see how you can deepen your breath and how that deepens your presence. The key to creativity truly is learning to deepen your presence. And the quickest ways to do that are through your breath, are through knowing how to downshift your nervous system, and how to move energy through your body so that you can come back to regulated state, you know? And again, like I said, it's like the sensory reset. Do the screen detox. Take, 4 hours a day and leave your phone in your car, or just try your best to downshift out of needing to respond to the world, needing to see what's going on, needing to text your friends, whatever the heck it is. Be with yourself, touch something real, and see what comes up for you, because chances are it might feel pretty freaking awkward and you're gonna have to do a lot of work on yourself to feel comfortable being in your body, because we spend so much of our time in our minds, so much of our lives in our minds, that it can be really uncomfortable to just sit with the reality of what sensations and emotions might be moving through us. And that's another huge product of becoming deeply creative and being more productive, is the emotional productivity. That's what I call it. Is if you're stuck, there's an emotion stuck. If you're not getting the results you want, if you feel like you're stuck in this phase or stuck hitting your head on a revenue ceiling, you gotta stuck emotion. You gotta fucking feel that shit, move it through your body, love it, give it space, honor it, and then in the spaciousness that becomes available from where that emotion was previously occupied in your body, you can then create from that much more deep of a place. So the next time you feel stuck, don't fight it. Just learn that you need to be able to breathe, to downshift your nervous system, and to move your body. Get the energy flowing, get the movement in connection with your emotion, right? That's how you become more open and liberated, which is going to lead to a much more embodied sense of creativity. And why embodied creativity is so important is it's creating from your deep presence. It's not about what you're doing, it's how you do it and the energy that's imbued into your process, which is what the world feels from your work. That's what makes great art, design, products, all of those things is embodied creativity. So to kind of reframe, maybe you're not lazy, maybe you are. Maybe you need a slap on the wrist and say, get out there. But maybe your nervous system is just stuck. I feel like 90% of the population is just constantly dysregulated, probably more actually. And many of that percentage might just be stuck in freeze. So if you feel like you're stuck in analysis paralysis, perfectionism, information overload, maybe you're not lazy, maybe there's nothing wrong with you, maybe your nervous system is just stuck. So try some of those shifts, those reframes, those practices, and let me know how it feels to you. So comment below, how does your body feel after hearing this? And if you want to take this all to the next level, I have an embodiment training for ambitious creatives called the Embodied Creator Toolkit. It's a series of experiments designed to help you get into your embodied creativity, become a badass creative leader, and expand your career and business from the inside out. So check that out, the link's in the description below. But in the meantime, I appreciate y'all. Have such a beautiful rest of your day, and I will see y'all soon. Ciao.